I first got connected with Grid 7 because I was looking for a place to rent. Grid 7 was really responsive when I sent my initial inquiry. In being a newer renter, they made me think about seeing myself in the property, even if it was different than places that I had seen before. So they took into account some of the things that I wasn't exactly thinking of top of mind, but they made me see the big picture. When I became a renter, I wasn't really sure what the process was going to be like, but whenever I had a question or a concern or there was a maintenance issue, Grid 7 responded within hours. Probably a couple months into my renting experience, the heat wasn't working. It was November, it was getting a little bit colder. With a small child in the house, I became really concerned. I wasn't sure what to do. It was the first time I'd had to report a maintenance issue. Within an hour, not only did they have the maintenance issue being handled, but they had someone out to replace the furnace. I was really struck because I was concerned about the cold and my child, but I was also very struck about the level of seriousness they took the issue. They really responded in a way that not only resolved the issue, but actually made me feel cared about. And from then on, that was my experience with Grid 7. Whether it be a small issue or a big issue, they took it seriously, they responded professionally, and I was confident that whatever I needed, that they would take care of. I had been renting this place for about 2 years, and I knew that I wanted to stay, and it happened to be that the previous owner was looking to sell. So it was a really great time, and the timing worked out to move from being a renter to a buyer. And so then when I got connected with the staff at Grid 7 who worked with the buying, they made that transition a little bit more seamless. I think that always as a buyer, you know, you might be thinking of sort of the fine details, and what Grid 7 was really great at is kind of knowing the bigger picture details, knowing what was comparable in the area. It felt like there was a level of professional knowledge of being able to navigate both spaces that I was really happy to have. When others are looking for a place to rent, Grid 7 is the first place that I would recommend. I would describe my relationship with Grid 7 from the moment that I became a renter to even post-buying as a really friendly one. I feel really comfortable with Grid 7, and I feel like I've established a relationship that if I wanted to do some additional business with them down the road, that I could. So it feels more friendly than I've ever experienced in a company, but I've never really, I guess, looked at it as a company because of the level of service and responsiveness that they've given me throughout.